Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another very special Harcourts Rata & Co. on-site auction. My name is Tony Lombardi. Yeah, if you speak to one of the agents here, they'll give you a handset. My name's Tony Lombardi, director and auctioneer. The listing agents, Diana and Stephen. Ladies and gentlemen, members of our sales team, we're here to assist you with any questions that you may have in regards to the property, the documentation, and of course, and most importantly, to assist you with your bidding. Contracts have been on display. I'm sure that many of you have taken your time to familiarise yourself with them. Particulars of sale are as per the contract prepared by the vendor's legal representative. Guys, I want to quickly touch base on the rules and regulations that will assist you in bidding and buying this fantastic property here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction will prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids offers on a property after the property's been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, the law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others bidding, and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words that were used during the auction indicate and make on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid. By law, only as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Buyers, I'm here to sell. If you're here to buy, please raise your hand, call your bid out in a nice, clear voice. Use the assistance of one of my colleagues. We're sure they're investing in their bidding. Thank our vendor for selecting Harcourts Rata & Co. to sell their property. Buyers, question of you, where do we see a fair and reasonable place to start the bidding? Let's go shopping. What's it worth, buyers? Where do we see an opening bid? Where do we see a start?
90.
490 at $490,000 the bid, and the bid's here out in front with one of our phone bidders. At 490 the bid. At 490 the bid now. At 490 I've got. Do we see 510 at all? 490 is the bid out in front. At 490 the bid, first call. At 490. 510 to join in, ladies and gentlemen. Bids here at 490. First call at 490. Second call at 490. Third and final call at 490. Done, finished, silent. 500. Work with you. 500 the bid. 500 I've got. At 5 the bid. At 510. 510 ranking 20. At 510 the bid. 20 the call. Bids here at 510. First call at 510. Second call at 510. Third and final call at 510. Done, finished, silent. 520 at the back. At 520, welcome to the bidding, sir, as well. Good luck to you. Good luck to you as well. Good luck to the phone bidder that we have as well. At 510 the bid. Let's go. 520. Second call.
530.
530. At 530, I've got 530 the bid. At 530 the bid here out in front. 540. 540 now. At 540 the bid. 550 the call. First call at 540. Second call at 540. Third and final call at 540. 50. 50 I have. At 50 the bid. At 50 the bid now. First call at 50. Second call at 50. Third at 60. Where's 60 here? 60's here on our phone bidder. At 60 the bid out in front. At 60 I've got first. At 60 I've got 70. At 70 the bid now. At 570 first call. At 570 second call. At 570 third and final call. All done. All finished. 580, welcome to the bidding, sir. At 80 the bid. At 80 I've got 90 the call. At 80 the bid now. First call at 80. Second 600. Good bidding, strong bidding. That's where we should be. At 6 the bid. We're on the market. We're selling. At 6 I've got first call. At 6 the bid. Second call. At 6 the bid. Third 605 here. Left hand side 605 the bid. At 605. First call at 605. 10. At 10 the bid. At 10 I've got now. At 10 I've got here. First call at 610. Second call at 610. At 15. At 15 now. At 15 out in front. At 15 the bid. First call at 15. Second call at 15. Third and final call at 15. 20 here. 20 I've got here first. At 20 the bid. At 20 the bid. First call. At 20 the bid.
21.
21. At 21 I have. Who's going to make it 30? 21 the bid. 25. At 25, where do we see 30? 25 the bid. 26 now. At 26, 30 the call. At 26, I've got first call. At 26, I've got second call. 27 here. At 27, 28. At 28, the bid, 29. At 29, 30. At 30, the bid, where do we see 35? At 30, I've got at 629, 630, yes, no, maybe. 30 the bid. Erskine, 31, 32 at 32, 3 at 3 the bid now. 4 at 4 I've got, make it 5 at 34, yes, no, maybe. 634, Erskine, 35, 35 the bid. 35, half, 35 and a half. 35 and a half, first call. 35 and a half, second call. 35 and a half, third and final call. We sell 1,000, 36 and a half. 36 and a half the bid. 36 and a half now, 37. 37 the bid. At 37 I've got. First call at 37. Second call at 37, 40. Good bidding, man. 40 I've got, bang, bang. 40 the bid means business. At 40 I've got here. First call at 40. Second call at 40. 41. 41 here. At 41 the bid. At 41 I've got now. First call at 41. Second call 41. Third and final call 41. 45, good bidding, man. 45 at 45 the bid. 46 at 46 out in front. At 46, make it 50. At 46 the bid. 50 the call, man. Bids here at 46. 646 the bid. We sell at 46. Done. Finished. Silence. 47. 47 I have. At 47, 48. 48 out in front. At 48 the bid. At 48 the bid. 50 good bidding. At 50 I have now. At 50 the bid now. 650. 55. 51. 51. 51 the bid. At 51 the bid. We're going to get to 55 anyway. 51 I've got bids here at 51. At 51 now, first call. 52 here, at 52 at the rear, 53 now out in front, at 53 the bid, at 53 the bid, we say 55, man, 55, 55, at 55 the bid, at 55 the bid now, first call 56, at 56 make it 60, man, at 56 the bid, first call, at 56 the bid, second call, at 56 the bid, third and final call, at 56, 60 at 60, good bidding, man. At 60 the bid, 660. Bang, bang. At 660 I have. At score we sell. 660 the bid now. At the rear. Third, second, third, final call. We sell. One more, he says. 61, surely one more on top makes 2. At 61 I have first call. At 61 I have second call. At 61 I have third and final call. Done. Finish. 61 and a half. Good bidding, man. Half the bid. At half the bid we've got now. At 61 and a half. At 60. Sorry. Half. 62. 6-2 the bid. At 6-2 I've got now. At 6-2 the bid first call. At 6-2 the bid second call. At 6-2 the bid third and final call. Done. Finish. 6. I won't take it. Take 500 though. Take 500. Thank you. Appreciate your bidding, man. 62 and a half the bid. 62 and a half I've got first call. 62 and a half I've got second call. 62 and a half I've got third and final call. Take half. Take 500. Okay. Yep. Positive. Half. Half. 63, man. 6-3 the bid now. At 6-3 I've got. Take another half on top. At 6-3 the bid first call. 6-3 the bid second call. 6-4 good bidding, man. 6-4 I have. At 6-6-4 here. At 6-6-4 the bid, you sure, sir. Take another half on top. 6-6-4 I've got first call. 6-6-4 I've got second call. 6-6-4 done. Finished. Silent. We sell. Take 500, sir. 6-6-4. You know you want it. You know you want it. 6-6-4. Bids here at 6-6-4. Take half on top. Let's call it 6-6-4. Second call at 6-6-4. Third and final call at 6-6-4. Done. Finished. Silence. We sell. 6-6-4 and a half. At 6-6-4 and a half, the bid's here out in front. 6-6-4 and a half I have. At 4 and a half the bid now. 5, good bidding, man. At 5 I have now. At 6-6-5 the bid. At 6-6-5 the bid first call. At 6-6-5 the bid second call. At 6-6-5 the bid third and final call. Done. Finished. Silent. We sell. Take another half, sir, if you like. 6-6-5 the bid. The bid's here at 6-6-5. Good buying at that. Bid's here. We sell. Give you a moment to think about it. Then I'll knock it down if there's no better bid. Let's call it 6-6-5. Second call at 665. Third and final call at 665. Done. 666. 666, the big good number at that. At 66. At 666. The big man. Bids here at 666. Take 500 if you like. Bids here. Well done. 67, good bidding, man. 67 I have. At 67 the bid. At 67 I've got first call. At 67 I've got second call. At 67 I've got third and final call. Done. Finished. Silent. We sell.
That's it. Seriously.
It's your sir. 667 the bid. The dog looks pretty happy looking, I've got to be honest. You sure?
Yeah. It's all right.
667 the bid. We'll knock it down, sir. A bit of it, 100%. Bits here, take another half. All done, finished, silent, sell, you sure? 100%.
Yeah.
Do you want me to talk to us? I'm very persuasive. Bids here at 667, you're done. All done, finished, silence. We sell 6, 6, 7, first, second, third, final call. Appreciate you bidding, sir. We sell, selling. Sold. Congratulations. Thank you very much for your bidding, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend. Good to meet you.